big up today's interview with CMC. We're just a couple of weeks away from our first CMC Connected event coming up. Really, really gassed, massively gassed to have Murkage, the man that is Murkage, on with us now. Some amazing achievements that we're going to get to learn about in terms of approaching our 3 million on the Mary Jane remix as well. So Laura and I are both buzzing to be interviewing you, Wes.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much for having me on.
Yeah, no, you're welcome. You're welcome, man. So yeah, we got a couple of questions to go through and just run through together. But yeah, I mean, let's build up from there. I mean, how's your day been so far? Been pretty cool, or been up to much?
Yeah, it's been a good day. Just chilling, school runs, just normal stuff, really, mate.
Yeah.
Normal fire stuff.
Fair play. Getting through it, And you, Laura, you've been all right. You've had a bit of uni just now, and then free for the rest of the evening. Yeah.
Yeah, it's an empty house for a moment as well. I've got some peace and quiet, so it's nice.
Nice. Yeah, wicked. So we first met then. It was with Stars, and obviously we've had that link up with the youth work scene and working from the Lyset Centre. And some of the stuff you said with them was wicked, and I know you'd helped out with the Diff Boy Challenge, and then your Mary Jane song then had kind of it had gone way past 1 million, so to then hear 2 million, but all of that stuff. Obviously you've been doing music for ages, so for you, when did music start, and when did you really get into it? Or
do you know what? It's an hard one to say, because from a young age, I say about 8, 9, I was into poetry. I was obsessed with poetry.
Okay.
Not so much music, just poetry. So that's where the lyrical side of it come. But then as I got older, I was just drawn to it, and anyone who was doing music, I was just fascinated, and it's a weird one. I just find it about 14 years old, and from there I just love doing it and just being involved, and
that's incredible.
Yeah.
I've got a friend like that actually that we work with, Jamie, and it's that. I think that's when you can almost tell that it's just in the bones. It's some people are kind of attracted to the language and the rhyming patterns that easily. So when it comes to the point that even poetry, it's there at the start. So when it comes to putting it to a beat, it's just like water off a duck's back, because it's all there kind of thing. And then has it been music all the way through then, or did it in your teens? Did it kind of grow?
When I was 14, I didn't really take it serious. It was just more of it was people playing football in a park. I go and just do music, or just watch people do music. It was just, I don't know, it was just my thing to do. But then I went to jail for 4 years, so I didn't really do no music, and I come out, and that's when I really done music. Do you get me? That's when I was ready.
Wow. Okay, that's nice to hear, because I think we chatted a bit about that at the youth centre, so we'll warm up to that in a couple of questions time, I think, because I know your story about say being in jail and then what happened coming out of it and how that turned things around were really important. So good to grab that. But so were there any kind of key maybe centres in Newport that you go to do music or anything like that, or?
Not nay. I would say nowhere nay. But when I was growing up, it'd be Urban Circle. I don't know if you're familiar with that. Urban Circle. 100%. Night Riders. It was a youth centre. It wasn't much, but it was a few places we had.
Wow. Yeah, and that was enough to kind of go with like-minded people.
Yeah, just meet new people who do music as well from different parts of the city and country, really, all over Wales.
Wow, yeah, that's amazing. I mean, literally, Local has said he went to St. Mellons. Stars went to Lamb Rumney Youth Club. Scammer was talking about the hive or the vibe in Barry, so it's just good to show how a lot of these youth centres or whatever that had stuff going on, kind of they're a key thing for people meeting and stuff like that.
Eventually, all come together then, and we're all friends now. So
yeah. Did you know Mace and Ray and
yeah, I know them. They used to come to Urban Circle I knew them from back in the day.
Okay, yeah. I can remember I interviewed Mace at a point a few years ago, and he was like, right, well, you know the event, Joff, that you did in the Star Leisure Centre with Getz and Storman and Sharky Major? I was like, yeah. And he was like, right, we met Shay
I
from
remember that. I remember that.
Do you?
I was there. I think I performed that night.
No way. Oh, my God.
Yeah. I was chilling with Ghetto, I remember. Yeah, that's mad. Yeah, he come in. I did my car driving around Newport. I took it. Yeah, mad.
That's crazy. So, like, was it Shay from YTU 13?
D-Shay, yeah.
D-Shay, that was it. Yeah. And then we had like all the others. Brighty, of course, was with them as well. And I think that's where May said. Then I went to Urban Circle from there, and that's when I went on and met Dizzy Rascal with that event that went on, and then it kind of all went from there, kind of thing.
Yeah. So,
wow.
Small world, crazy.
So we didn't meet a year and a half ago. We literally met like
years ago. Just didn't realize.
Yeah. Easy.
Mad.
So last week. So, and some of your achievements then, you've like Mary Jane's getting on for 3 million at the moment. Yeah,
on his way.
The remix, sweet.
Remix is like 1.3 million, something like that.
Right, amazing. Then others are like you're getting like, you know, you can get
Gelato's like the next one in like 6 months is on its way to 300,000.
300,000 flipping
in 6 months as well, and that's a faster rate than Mary Jane, because Mary Jane only got 285,000 views in a year.
Wow.
The original one did. Yeah, the first one only got 285,000 views in a year. Then in the second year, it got like another 1.7 million or something. Crazy.
Wow.
Massive jump. Yeah. Then this year, I'm hoping, on the third year, which will be next year, I'm hoping it'll be even more again. Like, this year, it'll be more again. Like
nice.
Triple X keep going more worldwide.
So would you say like that, almost like that, I don't know, going out to any like upcoming artists or anything like that, when you're kind of doing your first track, you're kind of like, it's so hard and you don't know if people are going to like it, and then it's growing. But like to make an achievement with the first song, does it almost seem like when other songs have come on, you've got the backing of those other songs to like...
Yeah, cool. Yeah, it takes the pressure off. Obviously. Where before, like, everyone would question me, like, even my mum, like, oh, you shouldn't be doing this. You're not making no money from it. Like, you're wasting time. You could be in college doing this or doing that in life. You get me? But I was like, I had faith. I just believed in. I just knew one day something big was gonna come. You get me? And that track come. So, and like, it's a weird one. Like, it's something that I knew, but other people didn't really think would happen. Do you get me? But I kind of had faith in him. It's come now. So it took bit of pressure off me. I'm making enough money to live and carry on working on other projects, and I don't know, it's a weird one.
Fair play, that's incredible.
Itself as well, was it like a collection of like little baby steps every day, and then all of a sudden it just kind of came to you?
Yeah, I don't know, like, what do you mean, the views or like making music?
Just generally being able to get to the level we are now, and being able to rely on your music as well.
I just find this your mind frame. Like if your mind's in the right frame, it's crazy how much you can progress at doing something. Like when I was younger, I used to do music. I was kind of in a bad environment, like doing drugs, drinking all the time, not living healthy. So I never really did progress. So I wasn't really interested in it until I got my mind in the right frame. Like, I want to do this. I want to do something big. I want to really make something mad happen. Like, do you get me? And like, just change my way of living. Got healthy, jail, obviously, gym and all. And my mind was it's just easier to make music and better music as well.
Wow. So these are similar things that are coming from, you know, for anyone listening, like Scammer and that is like, so in terms of your attitude and your approach and like keeping healthy. You can't be, okay, go on.
Because I just feel like if you're in a bad frame of mind, like, or not living right, you can never focus on something enough to be successful at it. Do you get me? To succeed, you gotta be like dedicated. But like, obviously, I wasn't dedicated at one point. That's why I never made it years ago. But now, I kind of put myself in a position to really focus on something, and I made it happen. But if I went in the right frame of mind, it would have never happened. If I was still living how I used to live, like.
Yeah. So it is that basic fundamental working hard, like that. It needs to be behind every artist.
Yeah, you have to be serious of what you're doing. You have to believe in yourself. Do you get me? Because if you don't believe in it, you ain't gonna achieve it.
Yeah. Okay. And then that's like, so yeah, it'll be good to hear. I mean, like that's another one in terms of like, you always manage to keep that positive mindset when because every day you believe in yourself, and there's others that can't. But tell us how you've just said that you obviously have prison, and I think amongst you're over 2 million for Mary Jane, your remix. You had the Southwest Music Awards. The
best music artist Southwest UK 2019.
2019 best music artist, and then the best music video as well. Yeah,
that was 2018.
2008. So crazy achievements. Like plus you've headlined your own show in Newport.
So we did 500-600 tickets.
Nice, wicked. Yeah, well, we'll give a shout out to Ellie. We took a youth group a few weeks ago. Actually, took them fishing, and then they were like, "Oh, we went to the Murkage show. We loved it."
Big. It was successful.
Yeah. You enjoyed it, yeah?
Yeah, enjoyed it. Amazing. I can't wait to do it again.
Nice. And so all of that kind of like background and that kind of like all that you said you did 4 years inside, and that kind of like, but what happened beforehand and what happened to you inside in terms of mindset and then going forward. Do you want to take your time and tell us something about that in terms of like developing that positive story?
I just feel like it's like before I went away, I was young. I didn't really have no goals in life. Obviously, I've done music, but I didn't ever think, I can make a living from it. I'm going to make money. I'm going to potentially be able to buy a house and do all other crazy things. You get me? But like, I was just mad. I was just a different type of person. And obviously, when I went to jail, my girlfriend was pregnant at the time, about 5 months pregnant. So I went in with no child, and I come out a dad. So I had to grow up like and just, I don't know, really focus on something. And music was the only thing I was good at. So, and the only thing I still liked. I had a big criminal record. I was never really going to go and get a job when I got out. Do you get me? So I just thought music's my only option, or go back and doing crime.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. So it's like, so music then actually can be a currency.
Music's in my life, literally.
Yeah, wow. It could have like, so that, I suppose looking at the South Wales scene now, then the value of it for people.
Yeah, literally.
Something to look towards is a good thing.
It keeps me focused, keeps me motivated. It gives me something to focus on. And like, do you get me? You need that in life. If you ain't got that, you're just lost. Yeah,
for sure. Yeah. Okay. So like, I think I can remember you were saying like, when you're inside, it's like, what is it? The length, you have so much time to like, you realize like how much you can do in a day, wasn't it? Like you do it in a day.
Yeah, it's not just that though. I was on a music course and all when I was in there. I was on the prison radio, so I had music in there. But it's like you got so much time on your hands. You get me? You just do a lot of thinking in it, innit? Do you get me? And you put a lot of things in perspective.
Yes.
And I just kind of just thought, what do I want to do when I get out? Do I want to keep doing this, or do I want to focus on something? And I thought, music, man. I'm gonna come out and do it. And like, I just drilled it into my head. I just practiced every day. I was in jail writing lyrics every day. I'm a whole sentence come out. And like, I was meeting people from all over Britain, and they was all like, you're hard, you're gonna kill it when you get out. So like, it kind of put pressure on me, like, to come out and do good. I had so many people like, you're gonna make it, man. Like, even life isn't always never gonna get out. People who's in there for the rest of their life, and they like, my mates, you get me? Said like, where's man? You're the only thing I got to look forward to. Now make sure you get and do good, you get me? So I'm like, I'm gonna get it and make it, man. So I kind of put like my pressure on myself, not just that, my kids, my missus, my mum, my dad, everyone depending on me, innit? Do you get me? When you get so far in life, people like, they want you to go that bit further, like, because it could be life changing. It's crazy.
And that was the kind of like, you're not just doing it for you then.
No, that's what I'm saying. Before I was, innit? But now I do it for my whole family, my friends, my people, like fans, supporters. A lot of people like riding on me. But I do it because I love it. Do you get me? Even if I didn't make a penny from it, I'll still do it. But like, it's my passion. Yeah. My job now as well. It's not just a hobby no more. It's my job.
Okay.
Do you think it was important at the time as well to have like a support system around you and having good people around you pushing you forward and giving you that extra bit of motivation?
Yeah, definitely. Because when I first got out of jail, I kind of lost the mind frame of wanting to do good. I was just excited to be out. So I kind of lost my way for the first year. I was back out on doing a bit of like dodginess, almost going back to jail. Like, but then I found music again, and I focused, and that's what kept me going, kept me out of jail.
Wow, and that's yeah. So tell us a bit more about like so that story then. Like, how did it go? How does it go from that point where you've come out, you've had a year of whatever, and then you're like, right, no, I can see what's going to happen now. I really need to.
My girlfriend was pregnant again. I thought, oh, here we go, pressure. She's like, you need to go and get a job. You got to go and get a job. I was like, oh, what job am I going to get? What can I do? I'm a convicted armed robber with firearms. I tried everywhere. I tried to even go back to college. They was like, nah, you got a long license. You got a high risk. You got firearms involved. I was stuck. Do you get me? So I thought it was an horrible predicament to be in, really. Do you get me? But
yeah, that's how it pushed on. And so,
yeah, you got to make the best of a bad situation in it. Do you get me?
Right. So always looking at the glass half full, and like when you look at it, that's the basis on what you can go forward. There's no one that ever looked at the glass half empty that ever made it with that ever filled their glass again. So
exactly.
Yeah. So is that when did Urban Circle come after that then?
Nah, like I don't think I went back to Urban Circle after jail. Nah, I don't think I did.
Okay.
I don't think it was around anymore.
No, yeah, because it did shut down a little bit, didn't it? Like a bit quieter. So it was literally like how long after then did Mary Jane come about?
I think I wrote it in 2017, and I was sat on it for like almost a whole year. I made it, and like my missus, she heard it. She's like, "Oh my god, that's the most catchiest song I've ever heard." I was like, "Nah, but do you reckon people might not get it, or do you reckon they want me to do grime because that's what everyone else does?" I was trying to follow fashion sort of thing, thinking that's not gonna do good. I don't know, weird. But then I started showing other people on. They was like, "Oh my god, it's the catchiest song ever." That tune's gonna blow. I was like, "Do you reckon?" Yeah. Like I put it out, and it was crazy. Just overtook every other tune I ever done times 1,000.
Nice. And then that's it. You got that momentum, and then
and it kind of just drew me fans from all over the world. Like, so no matter what I put out now, it's always people looking and checking. And do you get me? I grew a nice fan base. Like,
yeah. I get it. So in terms of like I like memories, like Laura's going to mention something about highlights.
Yeah. 2 seconds. Let me just put my phone on charge. Not quite sent. That went in quick. The Skype thing. All these messages up there, bro. Yeah, sorry. What was the question again?
Go on, Laura. Go for it.
Yeah, no, just any kind of highlights from your career. I mean, headlining a show in your hometown must have been massive. Anything else? But literally just makes you smile when you think of them.
My main one would probably be my award, like winning the award. Obviously, going over to Bristol, the mayor of Bristol hosted. They gave us the awards. I think that was a big thing because it was the first time it was something really official, and like Mary Jane hitting 1 million views as well. That was probably like my biggest highlight. Headlining Colour Clash, 25,000 people, main stage. I don't know. It's been so many. Like it's been amazing.
Nice.
For yourself, kind of pushing yourself forward as self-made as well. Have you got any tips for any younger people who are kind of starting off in life, how they can kind of get going?
Well, if you want to be an independent artist, which obviously I am, without a label and that, it's harder because you've got to invest in yourself. You have to literally invest. You have to buy your videos. You have to book studio time. You have to put all the work in. It's harder, but it's more rewarding when it pays off. And you just have to believe in what you're doing.
Right. And for yourself as an independent artist, what are some of the pros for yourself? Because you must have so much freedom about what you write about, when you put it out. It's literally exactly how you want to do it.
Exactly. If you know what you're doing, you don't need a label anyways. So I've kind of learned the business side of it, or the other side of it, but it takes so much pressure off being freely to work. Like I'm just right, like you said, like I'm write what I want about having a label saying, no, we need this album done, we need that done, I wouldn't want that stress. Do you get me? I'm happy. I'm happy it was going. I wouldn't want no label stress.
Yeah. Apparently, independent music is now. I'm not sure if it was 25% of the UK music industry. So there's just been a massive growth, like what with Spotify and like YouTube and all of that, and it is kind of like created its own kind of like spillover and like income and revenue stream for loads of artists, like, which is really good. So do you find, because obviously I think you went on Spotify sometime later, but that's kind of like really kicked off now as well. Any tips in terms of, are you on like Ditto or DistroKid and all of that, or?
Well, do you know what? I was kind of late to the party on all that Spotify streaming and all, but when I eventually got on there, it's the best thing I ever done because it pays the most money. YouTube pays you peanuts, but Spotify, I'm on Ditto myself. Ditto, I find for me it's the best. Like other people like DistroKid, but I don't know. I do like Ditto. I find it easier. But you put your music on Ditto, they're distributed to 50 other platforms. So then you will get paid every time you get played on those platforms.
Nice.
It's amazing.
Buzzing, fair play. Yeah. Respect that. I think people have, we've last 3 interviews, people have been chatting between Distro and Ditto, and I think even Grim Tickers, he was like, local, that you want to get on Ditto is like wicked, and he was like, no, fair play. I respect that. Like,
yeah, I much prefer Ditto, man. It's easy to use and everything.
Nice. Yeah, cool.
I want a sponsor off him. You get me?
I'm sure.
Yeah. Never know.
I suppose like streaming and that platform as well, that's your main way of getting music out at the moment because there's so many restrictions on live shows. Have you found it difficult to not be able to perform and connect with your fans in that way?
I don't know. I think I'm kind of lucky in that way because I know some artists, they make money from live shows all the time. They ain't got so many views and streams, so they don't really make money from that side. They make money from the live shows and that, where I make more money from the views and streams anyway. So even if I'm not doing live shows, I'm still making enough money from the views and streams to keep me going. Like,
sure.
Live on. Yeah.
I suppose, especially with the kids as well, have you been able to relax during lockdown and make the most of having such chill out time? Because we probably won't have as much time free as what we've got now in a long time.
Exactly. And you know what? It's nice to have a bit of family time. It makes me reflect on the good things I got in life and make me appreciate music more. Like, don't take it so much for granted of being able to go to the studio and make music and perform and do all these shows and that. Like, I kind of go into tunnel vision sometimes and I don't appreciate all the good things that's going on because I'm chasing the end goal. You have to enjoy everything in between because they're the best moments, do you get me? So yeah, I've just been reflecting a lot and just kind of putting things in perspective and planning a few things. And
wow. So even though, you know, we get the lockdown and that could be like a downtime and people are like, but there's nothing going on.
I'm enjoying it.
Actually, yeah, you're enjoying it, yeah?
Yeah, I'm enjoying lockdown. I'm loving life. I'm nice. What do you get me? It is what it is, and I'm chilling. I got my family around me. It could be worse. I could be in jail. That's how I look at it. Innit? I got my family. I got my kids. They're safe. Got a roof over my head. I got food in my fridge. I can make music from home. I can do everything I want to do. So it's just
that's sick.
Yeah, innit?
Yeah, good to hear. Like, and then that's so. And then are you kind of active? Like in terms of like making music, obviously, you know, you've had loads of releases, and in terms of how Laura was saying as well, coping during lockdown, have you found that you've been able to continue being active to an extent?
Yeah, I'm used to it. Yeah, because of jail. Like when I first went to jail, I had no inspiration for about a year and a half or something. Because when you're in there, you kind of lose all your motivation. Like you're stuck. You can't go out. But it's kind of like that a year now, innit, with lockdown. But I'm just used to being locked down sometimes anyway, so it don't make a difference. I've been making more music now than I have at any other time. So right. Yeah, I'm just waiting to get all the videos done and get performing again. That's all I'm looking forward to.
Nice. Yeah, that's good to hear. Yeah, I think Laura had a couple of questions out in terms of like what's coming up as well, like new releases or plans. Or go on, Laura. What was that?
Yeah, have you got like anything sort of lined up is going to be coming out soon, or are you going to wait for sort of lockdown to end and smash out a couple of live shows?
Well, I was gonna I had about 8 singles. I got to release all backlogged ready to go, but I wanted to do a video for every one of them. But then because of lockdown, it's almost impossible to do it. Videos, can't really get people out and do the things you wanted to do. So I thought, shall I either sit on them or shall I just release them as audios? So I just thought I was going to release them all as audios. So they're still getting the views and streams. But like after lockdown, then I can do the videos for them maybe in early 2021. It's plenty of time. I just think as long as the music's still going out there, even if it's audio, it don't have to be a video, and they still appreciate it. So I got plenty of things coming. I got like 5 singles coming back to back now.
Wow, sweet.
We can keep an eye out for those. And I'm just wondering as well, you're doing a lot of your work from home at the moment. Do you find it difficult to balance your personal life with music because you've got to throw so much energy into it, or do you make sure you make time just for yourself?
I find a balance now where what works for me. Like I just think, right, I spend the day with the children and my partner, and then night time, and I'll make sure I got a good 3 to 4 hours of just locking off, focusing on going through my music, making sure everything's all right, blah, 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 all my social medias, all my messages, check, and then do a bit of writing. But I'll always make time for my music, but you've got to make time for the family. You've got to balance it. Otherwise, it can get stressful.
Wow, that's good lessons, man. And then would you say that that's every day that you put a few hours in a day on your music?
Yeah, every day. I never take a day off. You can't take a day off. Do you get me?
Yeah, so 7 days a week, put the hours in. It's almost like an Olympic swimmer or something.
I used to eat, sleep and breathe music. Literally, I used to wake up in the morning and I'd be writing lyrics till I go to bed. But as I'm getting older now, I slow down a bit. It's more quality over quantity now.
Wow. And so you're like, slowed down, and now I only do 4 hours every single day.
Yeah. Focus on one track instead of 10 now.
Nice, yeah. And so, okay, so that feeds it in terms of the stuff we've been chatting about, the youth work, and obviously you've done stuff you've had some great help from some of the youth centres in Newport and stuff. Would you kind of like, if you could almost give out any messages, if there was one or a handful of messages you could give either to a younger you or to some of our, say, call it some of our HP boys, shout out to the HP boys. They've got some great, what is it? Puma Kicks, that tune that's come out. So shout out to Young Stacks and YK. If you were going to give a shout out to those like 15, 16-year-old lads, in terms of like maybe the attitude or the time that you'd put in and things like that, what's the key things that you'd send to a couple of guys?
You just gotta believe in yourself and be like, just know it can happen. If you want something, you can get it, but you gotta put the work in and you gotta be dedicated. Do you get me? You can't be taking days off and being like, oh, do it 1 week and then the next week I jump on it. You gotta be on it. Do you get me? You gotta be in it to win it.
In it to win it. Wow. Yeah. It's that consistency that kind of
consistency and persistence.
Nice, cool. Yeah. And then that's good to hear. So if people want to look out for your music, then they can like you got, obviously there's loads of stuff. You're all over like socials, Google, the lot anyway.
Yeah, YouTube, Spotify, iTunes, Apple, or you can find me pretty much anywhere. Just type Murkage in the search bar, it should come up.
Wicked. That's good to hear. Cool. So Laura, you've got any other thoughts leading on from some of those points?
No, that was it. It's been awesome speaking to you. I think it's amazing as well how dedicated you are as an individual to your craft. I love so many different tracks, and it's good for young people as well to have someone like yourself to look up to. For chatting with us and sharing some of your thoughts as well. It's been really interesting.
Oh, thank you for having me on. I appreciate it. Seriously, it means a lot.
Yeah, you're welcome,
I don't get to do things like this much. I'm usually too shy. I swear I'm weird.
No, you're okay. It's been really good speaking to you. Like the things you've talked about as well is so relevant, especially where there's so many young people with a lack of motivation and push at the moment. So stuff like this is so valuable.
Like I suffer with mental health and everything. Do you get me? Like it's been so many times I could have just fell off, but I just think, you've got to have something to believe in, and it keeps you going. You've got to have that drive. You've got to really want something, and it'll carry you through any bad situation.
Wow. Yeah. So it's and then like the music is kind of like, all right, it could be an income stream, but like without the income, the music's got its own currency anyway because because the passion, the love. Do you get me? Without any success, music was always my favorite thing to do. I used to love it.
drove me through life, like, do you get me? Motivated me, give me something to look forward to, help me express myself. So many things, like vent. It's amazing what it can do. And then what you're going through, someone else can relate to it, and it can change their life. Do you get me? It's weird. Music's such a powerful thing. Like, it's crazy.
Wow. So if you produce a track, and then that track has got a certain message to it or something, and then someone inbox you or something and say, "Oh, like, I've heard your tune," or
so many times, literally thousands of times, people have messaged me like, "Oh my god, that tune, like, it's relatable, crazy, like, just it's like I wrote it for them," sort of thing. And I feel like they're the best ones because it connects with people. You've got to resonate with your fans. You get me? You've got to create to connect.
Wow. And how does that feel then when you kind of
it's amazing. It's amazing. It makes you realize we're all just one. Do you get me?
100%. Yeah. And we can be there, look out for each other, and support each other. Like, 100%. And like, I guess it's amazing times. It's been an amazing 2 or 3 years for the South Wales music industry.
Yeah, growing.
Great things popping off. Yeah. You hear like Magnus doing this stuff. Record labels, Fast and Furious. We got Fabian Dub signed up with DJ EZ. You're popping up with, like, looking at 3 million views next on Mary Jane. Just fantastic times to be around.
Definitely, man.
No respect. So well, I know so we got the young people at Gabarfa Youth Club, young people at Pentwyn. They're always playing your tunes. So
big up.
And we'll look up to sharing them. But we'll when we've got some other shows, we'd love to have you involved and get you on those that we've got involved as well. And who knows if there's a workshop to help out the youth as well. It would be brilliant to have on, and we'll look forward to catching up with you sometime in the future as well.
Yeah, let me know. I'm there. I'm there. I come in. Do you get me? Gosh, show love to the youngers.
100%. Yeah, man. Okay.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, no, you're welcome.